Once upon a time, there was a boy whose name was Makato. He was an orphan, for his father and mother died when he was very young. He had no brothers, sisters, cousins, or friends to take care of him, so he had to make a living for himself. He did every kind of work, carrying heavy things, clearing away the forest, or feeding pigs. He never idled. Also, he was paid only small wages. He was satisfied. He knew that if he did not work, he would starve. Wherever he went to, his employer praised him for being sensible, hardworking, good-tempered, and cheerful. One fine evening, after he had finished chopping up a big pile of wood, he sat down and dressed and thought of all he would like to do in the future. He wanted to try his luck in far off strange lands for his long, exciting adventures. Employer: what are you thinking about so deeply, my boy? Makato: I would like to go on a journey for adventure. I heard that the land is fertile and the people are kind. I wish I could see the land for myself. Employer: the land you wish to go to is called Sukhathai. Employer: they say that Parawang of Sukhathai is very kind-hearted king. He might be lucky if you could go there. Narrator: Makato decided to try his fortune. He left his village and set out in the wide world. He walked along cheerfully, enjoying new insights and talking to the people he met on the way. After a month's journey, he reached a village on the boundary of Kingdom of Sukhathai. Makato: please, can I have some water to drink? Asked an old woman with a big water pot on her head. Makato: I'm so thirsty. Old woman: where did you come from? Why are you here alone? Look as if you're come a long way. Pouring cold water from her pot into a small cup and handing it to Makato. Makato: thank you so much. Old woman: who are your father and mother? Haven't you any family? Makato: I came from the city of Moon over there. Old woman: good heavens, have you really come from Moon? How is that you're traveling alone, such a young boy as you are? Makato: I wanted to see Parawang of Sukhathai. They say he is a very kind-hearted king. Old woman: you are a very determined boy. Come along with me. Who knows, you might see Parawang someday. Narrator: Makato was glad to go with her. If he could work with this kind of woman, he would have a place to sleep, some foods to eat, and perhaps someday he might be lucky enough to see the king. The old woman was one of the Parawang mouths, which means that she helped the mouths find food for elephants and clean out the elephant's shed. She worked hard and well, and the mouths and his wife grew fond of him. One day, the sky was clear and the weather so fine. It seems to Makato that this must be a lucky day. As he worked in the elephant's shed, a tall young man in the splendid costume, followed by attendants, came in. It was Parawang himself. Makato bowed low at once with his hands clasped together before him. His heart beats fast. Where did the boy come from? Who was attending with him? How old is he? Mahot: 12 years old, Your Majesty. King: a good-looking and hard-working boy. Take good care of him. Narrator: as the king walked away, Makato saw a little cowrie shell lying on the ground. He ran to pick up and held it to the king, but the king said with a smile, You may keep it. Makato: how wonderful! The king has given me a cowrie shell. Narrator: at the time, the people of Sukhathai used cowrie shell as money. Also, one cowrie shell had little value. Makato wanted to make as much use of it as possible, for it was the king's gift. For a long time, he could not think a way to use it, that it would earn money for him. One day, he passed by a stall in the market where the seeds of many different plants were sold. He looked along the stall and caught sight of a basket full of lettuce seeds. Lettuce! He could grow small plants like that. He asked the joyful woman at the stall. Makato, can I buy some lettuce seed? Stall woman. Oh yes, my boy. How much do you want? Makato. I have one curry. Makato. Look, I will dip my finger into the pile of seeds, then I will take the seeds that stick to it. That must be right for one curry shell. Stall woman. Well, why not? All right, boy. Help yourself. Narrator. Makato paid the woman his one curry shell, then he dipped his finger into the pile of seeds. When he pulled his wet finger out, it was covered with seeds. He carefully scraped them off his finger into the palm of his hand and went away happily clutching the seeds. Now that he had seeds, Makato broke the soil and sowed them at once. He watered the seeds bed every day and soon the young plants appeared. Day by day, he cleared more ground and planted more lettuce seeds until the kitchen garden was covered with them. He was very proud of himself because he had done so well. Makato, I wish I could give the king some lettuce. One day, the king passed the elephant's sheds again. Makato waited an opportunity. The knelt down and proudly presented his biggest lettuce to the king. King, where did you get this? Makato, grow them from the curry shell you gave to me, your majesty, beaming with smile. King, how could you do that? Narrator. Makato told the king the whole story. The king was impressed with the intelligence and industries, so much so that later on, he gave Makato a job in the palace. As the years passed, Makato grew tall and handsome. He mastered every grace and served the king well. He was so loyal that the king trusted him absolutely. He was promoted to the higher position until he was given a title of Kunwang. After a few years, the daughter of King Sukatay and Makato got married, and they lived happily ever after. The end.